What up, everybody? Keith again. Back out here to thrash again. Interior video number trace. Sorry I took so many videos, but I've kind of been a little lazy. Alright, so I wanted to try to get a few things done tonight. I wanted to try to get the other door panel over there off. I wanted to work on getting the window glass and regulators out of the doors, since I figured out that they all work. I want to get those put up on eBay or something to try to sell, make some money back, because this is on a budget, remember? So anything I can sell off this car goes right back into the cost of the car, and I'm going to make that like cost neutral. So I didn't really spend anything, because everything that I paid for, not everything, but some things that I paid for were paid for with the price of something that I sold. All right, so last night, or the night before, last night I passed out super early. Night before, I worked on taking this quarter glass out, and I got it out. It weighed like 16 pounds total with the glass in it. So I didn't take the other side out. It took me a little bit to figure out exactly how it came out. I didn't want to break it. I was trying to be super delicate and gentle. Ha! So less blabbing, more working. I'm going to get cracking here, y'all. Door speakers, wires, all this shit's coming out. I came up with a cool idea, which I'm sure a million people have already done it, but I'm going to pull this thing off here and maybe reuse it somewhere else. Thought that'd be neat. And I was at the junkyard in one of my previous videos that I'll link up here. And one of the cars there had some roll-up windows, and it turns out they save a few pounds. One day, if I decide to put windows back in this thing, I'll go to the junkyard and get some roll-up windows. I'm saving all the bolts that come out of this stuff just in case. I got a box of bolts that go with the car in there, so I'll just put all the extra hardware in there, and we'll save it that way. So now let me shut up and get to work. That window's coming out next. Alright guys, so it's the next day. I got super tired all of a sudden last night while I was working. I actually got the driver's side glass out. Fiddled with that thing for a solid 45 minutes. God almighty, it is ridiculous to get the glass out of these things. I had no idea what I was getting into. And I guess the concentration combined with not being able to sleep the last couple nights really well, it all just kind of hit me one time, and I got super tired, so I had to skate. Anybody who doesn't know me doesn't know that I have insomnia, and somebody probably out there thinks this is stupid and doesn't matter, and that's fine. What you don't know is it freaking sucks. You think being able to stay up late and party and all that shit's great and all, until you want to go to sleep and you can't. You just can't. You sit there wide ass awake. You try to count sheep or occupy your mind or whatever. I'm not a medicine taker. I don't take any pills at all. I don't ever take any medicine. I don't want to take medicine. I don't want to be dependent on a drug. I'll drink a beer, but that's it. Even when I have insomnia, drinking beer doesn't really do anything. Doesn't make me sleepy. So, all that said, I just got really tired and couldn't take it. I just had to come in and go to sleep. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to get to work here. We still got a lot of crap to take off. All right, everybody. Like I was saying, I got the window out of the door. It was a total nightmare, but I got it out. The window regulator is riveted in all the way around here. I don't know what the hell Ford was thinking. You could have fastened this thing down with a couple bolts, a couple self-tapping screws, I don't know. But to put in what looks to be about 12 to 15 pop rivets, holy hell. That's so ridiculous. So I've got out my non-impact drill with a 1/8" drill bit. I'm going to start drilling out rivets here until I get this thing out. When we get it out, we'll weigh it up. We're also going to weigh the glass over there and see what it weighs. We'll multiply it by 2. I might have did that the other day. Honestly, I don't really remember. I got really sleepy and I lost focus. So we're counting weight savings. We'll write it all down on our cardboard right there and we'll see what everything weighs. All right, I'll be back in a few. All right, folks, y'all know how I do it. Once I take everything off, I want to show you. One thing I noticed when I got the car was the doors were really heavy. You know, they just felt really bulky. So right off the bat, I thought, man, it'd be cool if I get some weight off those doors. Well, I'm here to tell y'all, I've removed everything out of this door except the latch. And that thing barely weighs anything now. Like I can easily pick it up and maneuver. I also have bad door hinges. Not the hinges, but the bushings are bad. So I'm gonna have to order some bushings so that the doors won't sag, because you know, they just got the normal 30-year-old car sag. You know, they wobble around and sag. They shouldn't. Makes it look like it's out of line, even though it's not. Just little neoprene washers that go in these pins right here. The little neoprene washer is MIA. So we'll get a neoprene washer, or 12. We're probably gonna need a bunch of them. So I got the scale out here. I've got the parts laying over here on the floor. Let's weigh it up, see what she weighs. What say you all? Or y'all here in America. All right, let's start with the glass here. Let's see here. 14.2 each. So 28.4. Okay, let's do the regulator and motor and trim accessory crap things. I didn't take that. Hold on. I'll do it again here. Gotta get it all up here on the scale at one time. One hitter quitter here. $11.4, so that's 22.8 worth of motors, regulators, and rails and sliders for the power windows. 22.8. Okay, you guys' cars may not have speakers, but mine does. 5 1/4 Sony explodes, which it probably ain't even going to register them because they're so light. But I want to know, you know, what they weigh. It's too light to weigh them. So let's weigh them with something real quick. Grab a little something here. How about the drill? It's got some heft to it. See the drill in the speaker here. 6.4. We'll do just the drill now. I'll tell us what the speaker weighs. I have a better set of more accurate gauges, or an accurate scale. There you go. So that's 1.4 pounds per speaker, 2.8 pounds saved. On that, I have a better set of scales, refrigerant scales that I use at work, but they're really accurate. So we'll do 2.8. Speakers. Alright, I've actually forgotten what my other weight savings was the other night because I slept really hard since then. So I'm going to look back and see what I saved, and I'm going to add all that up and write it down also on the paper here, and then we'll go back through and see what all weight-wise we have reduced. And there's still more stuff to take out here. It's just I'm moving a little slow, and that's no big deal to me. I don't really care if I'm moving slow or not. I got all the time in the world. No rush. I lack money, so it ain't like I'm just rushing to get this thing done. Plus, it's like 52 or 53 degrees outside right now. Finally, fall is here. So I have more time to work. Things slow down in the fall in the heat and air business. I'll be able to do a little bit more out here. Whatever, you know. So, like I said, let me get back to it here. More stuff to tear out. I'll probably get that door panel off. Oh, I didn't say. For anyone who wants to take this crap out, don't do what I did and drill out these rivets and do it the right way. Don't do that. Just cut this shit out with a Sawzall. No one's ever going to know. Who cares? Just cut it all out. Fuck it. It's not worth the effort. to spend as much time as I just did trying to get that thing out. You could have just cut it out and been done in 5 minutes. And then put a door panel over this and nobody would have ever knew. So that's definitely what's happening over there. 10,000,000%. No way I'm dealing with that dumb shit again. So back at it, guys. I'll be back in soon. All right, like I promised, I'm not doing all the stupid rivets on this one. I'm going to cut this thing out. Right on there. Right on the bottom. Take it out. I mean, it's still attached. I haven't touched it at all. All this down there is attached. There's a couple bolts that hold the window to the rail. And a couple little tabs that I have to take out in here. This one. And there's another one back here that keep the window from rattling. And they kind of hold the window in too. So they got to come out. I'm going to cut it. Let's get to it. All right. Like I was saying, fuck all that noise of drilling out all them rivets. A combination of a cutoff wheel and a Sawzall, and all that shit's cut out now. I saved like 4 ounces worth of metal. These doors are flimsy as hell once you get all the stuff took out of them. Example. Barely squeezing it, the whole thing kind of moves. I'm cool with that. I just want it to go fast. Super lightweight door. I could cut all this frame off too. I don't think I hadn't thought about it. But I think I'll leave it. Might hang some door panels from there eventually. Not tonight though. So it's probably around 2 a.m. I've cut on this son of a bitch for quite a while. So what I'm going to do is pick some of this stuff up. I haven't picked up tools in a couple nights. And gather some of this junk and weigh some of the extra stuff I cut out. See how much more weight we saved on that. We'll add it all up, make a little list, and we'll get this shit uploaded, y'all. All right, y'all. So this was the old number from obviously the 17th of October. We removed all of this just tonight. That's not counting some of the other junk that we pulled out of the car, not the back seats. I'm going to keep the back seat, I've decided. Back seat, backrest is over there somewhere. There's some other junk piled up there, some bracketry and a lot of bolts. As you see, the convertible pump motor is still in there. These wing brackets right here for this backrest that are going to be going away. This ridiculously nasty 70s porn carpet. The middle console, all the way up to the shifter there. I'm going to cut it off right where the black starts, right here. Cut it off flush. And I have a Hurst quarter stick to go in there. Alright, so plus all the extra wiring needs to be taken out. The heater core and other stuff is still underneath the dash there. We got to take the controls out of the heater. I'm going to take that gauge cluster out, and we're going to keep the surround. I've got an idea on what I want to do for gauges. I was looking into using a Windows tablet and using an HDMI cable that goes to a serial port and hooking that up to my MS3 Gold box. And I think that'll be an awesome way to run all the gauges you want at one time, because it's infinitely changeable. So I haven't fully decided on that. That's like $50. And I could do that, or I could buy a whole bunch of one little gauges here and there and here and there. So either way, I got to have an AR4 gauge. I'd like to have an oil pressure gauge. Probably water temp and trans temp also. Not the end of the world if I don't, but it'd be good if I did. So anyway, let's wrap this video up, y'all. It's getting close to 2:30 a.m. and I got to be up at 8 so we can go to the pumpkin patch. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all. That's a wrap for tonight. I'll be back either tomorrow or the day after to try to tackle everything I just talked about. We'll weigh that up too. I'm really hoping to get to 500 pounds. I mean, you go 423. We're getting super close. Super close. I shed 500 pounds. I'm going to be really happy, y'all. Really happy. So, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notifications button when you subscribe. Comment, guys. Tell me what you think. Got any questions? I'd be happy to help you answer them. If you want to know anything, I'm an open book. Other than that, I'll put some videos here for you guys to watch. See you guys later. Peace.